always somebody. Yeah. Body all the time, never takes a break, he's always right. Working all day and every night. Money all the time, he never shifts at all, he stays the same. It'll never ever change. Money all the time, he's always on his throne, it's where he rules.
Today, I have an amazing guest, friend, client, Özden Yiğit, who is the head of human resources of Bayer Middle East, overseeing a diverse portfolio of 16 countries. With more than 22 years of experience in HR, Özden is passionate about leading inclusion and diversity initiatives and has been at the forefront of digital transformation of HR. She played a key role in the development of flexible working arrangements and contributed significantly to the re-evaluation of parental leave policies to enhance employee well-being. Özden moved to Dubai about 8 years ago with his husband and 14 months of old daughter. She loves adventure, is table tennis lover, and addicted to Turkish food and cuisine, something we have in common for sure. Welcome, Özden.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy to be here. Thank you for the invitation. I'm really excited for our conversation today.
Amazing. Today, we are focusing on how mastering employee branding plays a key role in shaping brand reputation. As we delve into the topic of mastering employee brand ambassadorship, we will explore how empowering your employees to become brand ambassadors is not just a strategy, but a necessity in today's competitive landscape. Research from Edelman's Trust Barometer highlights that employees are more trusted than company content, emphasizing the critical importance of fostering a culture where employees are advocates for the brand. I will then ask some questions about this positivity cards. I will ask my guests to pick one of those and reflect on that. And then I will ask more personal questions to get to know my guests better. Shall we start? Özden, I would like to first ask why employee branding is important for companies and how does strong employee brand impact talent acquisition and retention?
I think it is inevitable for all of us. How we consider our own brand, I think it's also, the same for the employer brand. When we work on our strong brand, when we make our brand positive, we both attract the talents and also, of course, we retain the talents. And even more than, retention, I don't want to only limit us to retention, actually. I believe that, we need to focus on the engagement of our talents internally. So when we have strong brand, it means that we have great talent initiatives, talent management initiatives, reward and recognition programs, employee well-being programs, and we really, really support, enable our employees. And then, in return, of course, it comes with a strong employer brand. And of course, when you have strong employer brand, your externals, your talents outside also be attracted to the company. So it's important to focus on all the initiatives, all the policies to make your brand stronger. And then, engage your talents internally and attract externals.
Absolutely. And many studies show that when employees actually share their experience and their thoughts about their career life, their journeys, it's more believable than just the company page sharing information. There are so many examples of that, and I think Bayer is a great example for that.
Thank you.
What is DEI, diversity, equality, and inclusion's role in employee branding?
I think there's a mutual interaction between DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, and employer branding. When you have strong DEI initiatives, policies in the company, then you attract diverse pool of talents. And when you have a diverse pool of talents in the company, it means that you need to have various initiatives to engage them. And then these all lead to a stronger brand. So in order to have a stronger brand, I believe you need to have diverse pool of talents. And when you have diverse pool of talents, you lead to a stronger brand and attract more and more talents, actually. And it's not just, diversity, equity, inclusion, a buzzword. You need to prove yourself as a company with your policies, initiatives. what kind of development programs you have, considering your diverse pool of talents, how you develop them, how you attract them. It's not just, one type of job posting or one type of, let's say, job description. How you attract them, it really matters. And then you have diverse talents. And then, of course, they make your brand stronger.
I think this should be in the DNA of the company. And as you are a leader that actually passionately, champion this, you just hired amazing woman in Egypt, right?
Correct, exactly. We prioritize in hiring processes, diverse hiring. Our processes also selection and recruitment and selection processes include diverse, like using multiple tools, for example, having different stakeholders, panel assessments, various tools, employment tests, assessment centers, and which lead to also, of course, diverse pool of talents, hiring diverse pool of talents. And yes, we put conscious effort to
That's
make
so
it
important.
happen. Then when we hire diverse pool of talents, of course, they also make our brand stronger, and they give a message to our internal employees that we prioritize their development as well.
Amazing. I think it is so important what you just said, like conscious decisions towards this. I think it is one of the key success matters.
Exactly.
The third question, as an HR leader, what is important for your employees to become brand ambassadors?
That's a great question, actually. We cannot do everything by ourselves. Yes, we may have great development programs, talent management initiatives, reward recognition programs. But in the end, number one, how we communicate all these internally, how these are internalized, known, and utilized by our employees. Number two, how they talk about this. When they get benefit of this, of course, they start to talk about. And then they naturally present our initiatives, policies externally, and they create also a positive atmosphere in the company that, when they become happy, when they develop, let's say, a development opportunity that they get benefit of course, they talk about it positively. And then this positive energy, internally and externally, can reach out, to many people. Their external networks can become aware, actually.
Absolutely.
This is one part. I can also say that we need brand ambassadors for culture change. All the companies work on cultural programs, many change initiatives, and then they start to make it with HR, with leaders. And if you don't have employees engaged, that you cannot make it. So that's why you need to have your brand ambassadors. And when you start to talk about change, actual cultural change, we first need to change the conversations.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then, when we change the conversations together with our brand ambassadors, we start to change the behaviors altogether because we start to take actions, right? Mm-hmm. And then, our behaviors change, our actions change. And then these lead to cultural change because culture is some of repetitive behaviors. So brand ambassadors play critical role. And then, they make the change together with us. It's not just HR or leaders in the company, but brand ambassadors together with all employees.
So true. I remember when a company approached me, the first thing I do, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, you just call a friend who works there, right? And then, you ask how is the environment there? Are you happy? And
Exactly.
if the person says good things about the company, then you make that decision to be part of that process, that recruitment process. I think that, conversation shows how you actually build that brand ambassadorship, right?
Exactly. They have authentic communication, I would say.
Yeah.
Whatever we say from HR side, company side could be perceived different. And of course, they would say, nice things, good things about the company. But you cannot force anyone to say something different if the person, feels and experiences something different. So when they experience positive things, and then they share it in a positive way. So that matters a lot. And exactly you said that, people call their friends, their colleagues, friends of friends, even to get feedback. So when you create a positive experience, it's an authentic, chain of communication that it cascades to other people.
Yeah. And when you are not in that room, when you are not in that, that's the moment of truth. Like whether you actually
Exactly.
impacted the person with your culture, with all the, policies, and if you have created a happy environment so that the person talks about it nicely. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, they have sense of belongingness. They feel included. They bring their true selves, and they see the development opportunities. They get benefit of this. Their decisions are asked. Their input are asked in various circumstances. Then they feel that we are valued here, so I can do more, and I can share this positive experience with others.
Yeah. Amazing. So these are my business questions. Let's
Thank
play a
you.
game now. I will now share this box of positivity. You select one of the cards and then you share your thoughts about your reflection. Maybe there's a story behind.
Okay.
Pick one.
There are so many great things in life. Why dwell on negativity? That could be my card as well, by the way.
Exactly.
This would be something that even I repeat all the time, that life is full of challenges, and then we always see many, let's say, negative things, many things not go in the way that we wish. So it is in our hands how we take all these things, actually, that how we respond. We cannot change outside circumstances, right? All the time, but it is in our hands. So exactly, there are many great things in life, that how we see all these, how we respond. We can respond negatively. Oh, it's raining outside. No, I couldn't make it. Oh, my clothes get dirty and all this. Or saying that things happen. Let's move forward. Let's focus on the positive side. Let's see the gratitude there, that, because there is always, I'm healthy, so that I can manage, I can overcome, I can go home, I can change my clothes, I can do this and that, but focus on the positive part, actually. And in my life, I think this is many times naturally, I'm lucky that I can do this. I'm grateful that I can see the positive side always. Even there are negative things, I can say it's okay, things happen. And then we need to acknowledge, we need to move forward. Don't tackle the negative side. Don't feed the negative side. Let's put it in this way.
I
Don't
like
feed
that.
the negative side. Feed the positive. What kind of change you want to see, then feed it and then get it. I think this card is great. There are so many great things in life, exactly.
So true. And you can only control how you perceive things, right?
Exactly.
And I think this card perfectly, displays you.
Exactly. How you see things, it really depends on you. It's a matter of perception, as you said. If I want to see things from the only negative angle, of course, I start to look at things from this angle, and I don't know where it can take me. Obviously, not something positive. But despite negative things, I'm not saying that disregarding them, acknowledging and continue to see the positivity inside, or be patient that, okay, this happens, but something will happen definitely positively. Work on that. Think positive. You will get positively. So it's guaranteed that when you think positive, that you will get something positive. And also it's guaranteed that if you think negatively, either you will not get anything or you will get something negative.
I totally agree. Some personal questions.
Sure.
If you were a brand, which brand would you be? Why?
That's a difficult question for me, actually. I mean, I feel myself a little bit, let's say squeezed, limited, if I say a certain brand. But I can only define, what kind of brands describe me. That, for example, I love colors of Benetton, because I think it reflects my, colorful personality, I would say. I like Apple's, for example, the quality and reliability, let's say, consistency when you use it, that, it also reminds me that, I'm kind of reliable person, consistent person. And I don't know, any startup can also define me that, because I always feel that I'm full of ideas that, with energy that I want to implement this, I want to do this. There's always something in my mind that, I'm passionate that I want to do. and I engage people, other people. I don't know which brands, but a brand should be courageous, to push you out of your comfort zone, so that any brand that, attracting you, tempting, and then, making you go out of your comfort zone could be, my brand, because I believe I'm courageous and I encourage people to be courageous as well.
Amazing. And if you were going to create a new brand, what product would that be and what would be your brand promise?
It could be anything, actually. We can talk about anything, but what I can say is that when you use that product, service, whatever, you should get inspired. You shouldn't be the same person before that you use that product. So it should be something different that, after the experience, it should be different that you get inspired, you learn something, you start to think, you start to do things differently. This is even I'm trying to achieve in my daily life, that, when I want people, remember me that, when I talk to her, things change, how I think, how I feel, my experience changed. So people should get inspired. I think I can only say that, whatever the brand, whatever the product, people should get inspired.
And define me your type of good vibes and your definition of good life.
I think this card was amazing that I can start with that, small things. They are the ones they can keep you positive, I would say. And also, I think without having good vibes, you cannot have good life, right? First you need to start with having good vibes. Mm-hmm. So anything small, first start with that, anything small, positive, like, you wake up and you see sun, or you wake up, for a long time you wanted to see someone and, you see that person. Anything small that can make you happy, actually. I think good vibes is, finding happiness in every small thing. A project that you completed for long, you have been working, your daughter came to you and then, said something nice that, I got this star, in school. So anything that can make you happy is about, for me, good vibes, finding it in nice music, nice food, definitely. Good life is also, when you have these small things, I think it leads to good life. One thing I can say also, a little bit letting go of things. It can lead to good vibes and good lives, that, you shouldn't, all the time hold things, that you need to let go of things. And when you let go, you start to see also that, you are not here to prove yourself, but you are here to develop yourself. And rather than focusing on outside, when you start to focus on yourself, and then, you see the good there, what you can do, your potential, I think it always leads to good life.
Did your definition of good life changed over the years? Like what you were seeing a good life would be in 20 years versus 30 years and plus?
Definitely. I mean, we don't notice this, but definitely, it changes. Previously, maybe I have, many other targets that, I was kind of linking good life to this, that I should achieve this, I should achieve that. And then they were linked to that, actually. But right now, I can say that independent of that, finding the quality, finding the positivity, energy in that, in anything, like having a family dinner could be a, sign of good life, that, hey, I'm having good life, that every night I have, my family gathering. So maybe things that I didn't notice in the past that make me happy, right now I understand the value. So yes, in years, definitely it changed. I think I become more aware of what I have, what kind of things, that I should be grateful for.
Thank you. So that's the end of our questions. While I close the session, I would like to hand over this notebook for the memory of today. If you can write something for me.
Definitely, I can write.
As we conclude today's discussion on mastering employee brand ambassadorship, it's evident that employee branding is not only a key component of brand reputation, but also a catalyst for attracting and retaining top talent. Additionally, prioritizing diversity, equality, and inclusion initiatives within employee branding efforts fosters a culture of belonging and authenticity, further enhancing the attractiveness of the organization to prospective employees. By embracing DEI, companies can create a workplace where every individual feels valued and empowered. Thank you for joining us today. As GVGL Global Marketing Management, we look forward to empowering your brand journeys as part of your go-to-market strategies. Stay tuned for more insights and inspiration, and thank you, Podster, for powering today's show.
So mighty all the time.